Hello and welcome to an overview of Star Citizen's holiday livestream from CIG, as well as a roundup of the week's news for Star Citizen. CIG got out a newsletter a bit before the livestream confirming that there was going to be no vertical slice for Squadron 42 until next year. But, and with better news in mind, 2.6 has gone to a wider PTU, first wave at the very least, and more invites should be going out over the weekend. It looks like now that CIG are going for a live build, for a live release for the 22nd of December, and with everyone from CIG now focusing on 2.6, it looks very likely to be the case. They also confirmed that they will be applying the same visibility from the schedule report to the 3.0 future patches and Squadron 42, so it looks like the schedule report is here to stay. And for people that want to see the latest internal release dates and plans from CIG, check that out, robertspaceindustries.com/schedule-report. Very powerful piece of open development there. To get into the PTU though, please check your Star Citizen launcher. If the PTU appears on the left, you should be able to click on that, you should have access. So you need to click on the cog then, on the top right, and copy your account over. Now update the game to the latest PTU build. It's around 30 gigabytes. I suggest you install it to an SSD if possible, but be sure to report bugs on the issue council. That's what the PTU is there for after all. This is more likely to get you into earlier PTU tests in the future, and some people will be invited to the EVA Carty. If you don't have access, check your emails regularly and the launch each day with hope in your heart. 2.6 on the live stream. So during the live stream for the holiday, they showed off some gameplay for 2.6, I suppose, showing off the latest armors, animations, 2.6 gameplay, the light and medium Marines and Outlaws, as well as Star Marine, Arena Commander, Racing. They had live content throughout the show. And the 2.6 build looks pretty good and stable, actually, the one they've gone to the wider PTU with. But there are a few new missions in the mini persistent universe as well. A ship graveyard to explore, a bar in Grimhex, as well as a multitude of new ships to use. So there's a new flight balance, there's new weapons, new weapon effects, Star Marines in there as well, the FPS. There's quite a bit to play really, but yeah, Arena Commander, new ships, FPS from Star Marine. That should give you a lot of gameplay for a good few months. Something that's a bit replayable and fun. Once 2.6 is on a live release, you are going to be able to play some bits of the game to unlock a couple of things. You can unlock the glaive if you complete Vandals Swarm, like we could in the past. It's all going to be reset. You complete Vandals Swarm again. You get unlock the glaive to rent in the rec store, but also you can purchase that in the shop if you wish. Limited to 1,500 cells, I believe. The Caterpillar Pirate variant is also available if you complete the new Pirate Swarm game mode, which is like Vandal Swarm, but against human piratey ships. And you will be able to purchase that pirate skin if you complete Pirate Swarm for a limited period of time. Also, there are some new items coming to the Voyager Direct store in the 2.6 live build. 2 new ship weapons, as well as some missiles and racks. All new missiles and racks. A lot of them are universal across the ships. Sales. So there are a variety of sales and packages and ships going on sale until the 26th of December, along with some discount starter packages for the Mustang Alpha and the Aurora MR. These game packages, they give you everything you need to play. If you are considering buying one, I recommend the Mustang Alpha, as it's effectively worth $5 more if you decide to upgrade it later when compared to the Aurora MR. I do think they said as well that they will be bringing all of the anniversary live stream sale ships back for the 26th too, for that one day. So if you are after something, check back on the 26th. Because you might be able to get the ship of your dreams there. But you don't need to buy any of that stuff, you just need a starter pack, so remember that. Also, the pound now has a lower value, not just against every other currency as it is at the moment, but also CIG have changed their rates for the pound. So if you're looking at stuff and purchasing in pounds, check other currencies before that, because you might be able to make your money go a lot longer. I will put a link to all of the holiday sales and all that sort of jazz below. In regards to those sales as well, the MISC Razor, which is the racing concept from MISC, is also out. It's available for $120 as a war bond, which is a cash-only sale, or $135 if using store credit. And that's the MISC Razor. So this is MISC's bid for the next Murray Cap with the all-new Razor. This advanced Razor features an advanced composite space frame that puts pure speed ahead of everything else. It's the ship for pilots who want to leave the competition in the dust. So it's supposed to be a real contender for racing. It looks like a high-tech F1 racing ship like a car that we have on Earth at the moment, with a bit of Xi'an thrown in there, tiny bit of MISC and Xi'an kind of all bundled together. It's going to have speed as its main purpose, and we don't know really about agility yet. With the integration of cruise and afterburner into the same flight model, we don't know exactly how this is going to play out over long distances. Will it have a lot of stamina? Will it be able to collect fuel quick enough to be able to get its boost for a long period of time? Will a 350R be able to beat it because it's got more boost, for example? We don't know yet. But expect for races, this will rock, especially in the hands of a sturdy pilot. It does have some defences as well. It's not just a racing ship, although I suspect it to be mainly a racing ship. And it's armed similarly to the M50 with 2 size 2 hardpoints and some missiles too. The Hoplite was also gone on sale for $225, putting it the cheapest Vanguard available. It is a entirely different hull variant. The internals of it don't allow for you to place a module there, but it does have the ability to be a dropship, basically. There's enough to have a good amount of Marines in the back. The Vanguard Hoplite is a cross between the award-winning Vanguard Deep Space Fighter and a dedicated boarding ship. Adapting the reliable design for amphibious operations, the Hoplite is the perfect tool for inserting an armoured strike team with enough firepower to get in and out again. So it's a dropship. It's a ship-to-ship fighter as well. It has kind of a great balance between the both. It's, when compared to the Vanguard Warden, it's not as survivable. It doesn't have that extra survivability. It's not going to be super long range like that Warden, but it can carry a load of Marines, so it's pretty cool. There are some new brochures for the Herald, the Caterpillar, and the MISC Razors too. Links to all of that, the Hoplite, and all of those sales posters again in the description below. After that, we had Tony Z and Chris talking about the persistent universe and general game talk with some of the better points that we don't already know. The economy for the 3.0 patch, it's not going to have a full-blown simulator for that yet, but they will have a simple system for some economy type effects, varying prices and risky emissions will pay more, that sort of stuff. Expect some economy aspects, just not the full-blown simulation, a very simple version. Capital ship prices. They are trying to scale and figure out the progression so that missions and money will be meaningful. More missions, harder missions, risky missions will help you get money. And capital ships should be a group or organisation based project. They want to have it very, very obvious that a pistol costs you this much, a ship costs you this much, and they don't want it to have the fact like, why do I need a pistol when I can buy a jet fighter for a similar price? They need to have the balance and scale there, and they are still working on that. Ship theft. If you're ground theft shipping, it might be hard to sell a ship that you've stolen, especially with the larger ships, and police might be on you. It might be better to salvage a craft rather than resell it, or you're going to have to sell it outside of certain areas or not use it in certain areas. So just keep that in mind. It's not going to be super easy to steal ships and sell them to make amazing profit, like, I've stolen this Bengal. You can't just then immediately sell it somehow. Farming. There will be an in-depth farming mechanic with a variety of gameplay, including exploring to find seeds, say, and trade to get items and grow, or you're selling your crops, finding people that want to buy certain things, finding items that are going to help you grow the correct fertilizer eventually. Once they implement some of the other mechanics, farming will be looked at. The Vandal. So they talked a bit about the Vandal later on in the live stream. They don't feel pain in the same way as humans, and they have grafted armor on some of them attached to their bodies. The more combat experience a Vandal has, typically the less armor they wear as well. They can breathe in space for a short period of time as well. They're quite terrifying foes. They can use spears, close combat weapons. They're a very martial race. In episode 3, Chris talks about they might look at the mystery of the Vandal and possibly precursor civilizations too. Behind the scenes with Vandal ships showed a driller. This is like the hero asset for the capital ships or larger ships for the Vandal. It looks absolutely amazing. This is a big Vandal ship. I believe it is an escort carrier. It looked absolutely fantastic. There were some other bits and bobs flying around it. They also showed a scale of things video. So this video showed the human, some ships all the way up to the Vandal kingship, the mighty Vandal kingship. It was a pretty cool little video. And that was kind of it, really, for the live stream, for informative content. Anyway, I will get a link to everything in the description below. Also, the monthly report did come out, which I shall do a separate video on very soon, so look out for that. We're going to be showing off 2.6 and all its glory over the next few weeks. Please remember that commenting on any of our Star Citizen content over December gets you a chance to win a 85X or an Avenger Titan with lifetime insurance, as well as Voice Attack and the Eli HCS voice pack, which is voiced by Q from Star Trek. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because it genuinely does help me. And for stuff that you want to see in 2.6, please chuck it in the comments as well. Gets you a chance to win that ship, but also helps me work out what content that you guys would like to see first. Do you want to see certain gameplay? Do you want to see new missions? Do you want to see stuff on ships? Do you want to see a remade ship buyer's guide? What do you want to see? Tell me, and I will make it so. That's another Star Trek reference. Anyway, guys, you take care, and I'll see you in the verse.